Hey everyone, and welcome to Champions Chat. This is where I have the pleasure of meeting and speaking with the amazing community of people that play Marvel Champions. If you'd be interested in speaking with me, please fill out the Google form in the description below. Also, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, as always, I have to do one shameless self plug for my weekly video game podcast, D-Pad Experience, where you can find us on all podcast providers and YouTube. But enough about me, I want to hear about you.
So exciting.
Hey everybody, and who do we have here with us today?
Well, hello. Welcome back to Get Up and Game. My
That's
name
right.
is Josh.
Yeah, Josh of Get Up and Game. I've spoken with, I've seen your stuff on Reddit. I've seen your stuff on YouTube. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm just a dude who likes to play Marvel Champions and decided to start a YouTube channel one day.
I know that
Uh,
feeling, man.
Turns out anybody can do it.
Right, even like not so tech savvy people like ourselves.
Yeah, nope. Still figuring things out.
So you started Get Up and Game, right?
Yes, last March.
Why did you start it? What like made you want to do that?
Honestly, it was just kind of my dream. I've been pretty hooked on board game YouTube. I call it board game TV. For about 10 years. I started watching in about 2011, and I've just always loved watching playthroughs online and stuff. And just Marvel Champions was finally the game that inspired me to do it. I was getting really into watching some streamers and stuff, and they were very kind to encourage me to give it a try. And I just sort of jumped in, and here we are. Almost a year later, it's been going pretty well.
I'd say it's been going more than well for you. I always check out your stuff. Always looking forward to it. It's always great.
Thank you.
Um, so, what got you into why Marvel Champions? What was it about Marvel
Oh,
Champions? Because you
well,
played a lot of board games, you said. So, what was it?
yeah. Well, it was just the next game in a long line of card games. I started playing Magic in 1996 and got absolutely hooked on card games. And it turned out I wasn't addicted to Magic so much as just games in general. I just tried every collectible card game you could name. I probably tried it. And then from there, went to board games with Settlers of Catan, like so many others. And then I got into the Lord of the Rings LCG when that came out. And then I've been buying Fantasy Flight packs once a month for the last like 12 years. So I bought all of Lord of the Rings. I was into Arkham Horror for a while. And then when Marvel came out, I was like, yep, getting that too. But I would say out of all of them, Marvel was probably the one I was most excited about. I love Lord of the Rings, and Arkham is very cool. But when they announced the Marvel one, I was like, yeah, that's going to be the game.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. I love
So
that.
yeah, huge fan of the comics growing up, and I'm such a fanboy of the MCU.
So
So
those are some of my next questions. Do you have a favorite hero? Like, who's your favorite hero? Not even Champions related, just in Marvel.
right, probably Daredevil. I think I almost hate to say it because I think you're going to get a lot of that, but he's just so cool. But I do love Spider-Man, and I'm a big Batman fan. So pretty much, all the most popular heroes. I don't have a cool hipster answer. I like the really popular ones, I guess. But yeah, probably Daredevil if I had to pick. He's so cool.
I just subscribed to Marvel Unlimited, so
Nice.
I've never really gotten. I've always liked Daredevil, so I'm going to start reading some of his stuff. And I'm like really excited.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many good runs. Bendis did some great work, and obviously, Frank
Frank
Miller
Miller, right?
and I'm no comic expert by any means. I've gone through 3 or 4 periods of my life where I was like super into it, and then I wouldn't read a comic for 7 years, have no idea what's happening. So, but the stuff I've read, especially the Bendis stuff, that was when I was really into it. Yeah, he's just such a fascinating character because he's so strong and he's so smart, but his life is always such a gigantic mess.
Right.
Like things are never going well. You could think of Spider-Man as having the hard time, but he's kind of got nothing on Daredevil. It's just everything's always so bad.
I'm
So
very
and
excited
that
to read it. Yeah.
yeah, and it's very compelling, and he's got an awesome cast of characters and just cool powers. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite MCU content, movie, or series?
Like I said, I'm a big fanboy, so I'm really digging it all. I know a lot of people haven't liked maybe some of the more recent stuff, but I'm just loving it all. Really digging all the Disney Plus shows. Absolutely loved Hawkeye. Really enjoyed She-Hulk. But hmm, as far as a favorite, I'm a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. Really like those movies. Those were a lot of fun. And of course, Infinity War,
Oh yeah.
Endgame, just so epic. So yeah, just loving it all really. And just so my gosh, so excited for what's coming next. Ant-Man in about a month. I think it is a month actually.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're finally, after a couple years of being like, okay, does any of this matter?
Right, right.
It's about to.
We're
I
getting
think it's
close.
about to. Yes.
Do
Oh
you
God.
Are you happy that Charlie Cox has come back to play Daredevil?
Dude, I lost my mind.
Yeah,
I
me too.
flipped out.
Me too.
Absolutely love. I liked all the Netflix shows to varying degrees, but Daredevil is by far the best one.
It wasn't even close. It
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
good. And the
So
first half of
seeing
Luke Cage was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, really Iron Fist was the only one I genuinely didn't really think was very good. But they
Yeah.
were all, they were okay. Punisher was awesome.
Punisher was great. Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, having Charlie Cox back, seeing him in No Way Home, I just jumped out of my seat. I was so happy.
Me too. And I'm a big fan. I don't watch trailers. Don't do it. Don't like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no idea he was in it. You
Yeah,
know,
no, I didn't either.
it
They
was
they did
great.
a pretty good job of keeping that secret. So,
So Marvel Champions related, how much content do you have? Do you have everything? Are you missing
oh
anything?
yeah. No, well, I have everything. I've been in it since, I had it pre-ordered for the core set, got in day one and just been getting it all ever since. And just it never gets old. Every time new packs roll in, it's just so exciting.
Do you have
And
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and even now, oh hi buddy. And even now, when all the cards are spoiled before they even come
Right.
out, it's still fun cracking them open. There might be one or two you haven't seen yet.
Right. Do you go to like a comic book store? Do you order them online? I'm just curious how you get
Sadly,
them.
yeah, I have to order them online.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have anywhere good local to buy, and it's been a bit of a struggle, to be honest. I used to get them from direct from Asmodee,
Mm-hmm.
and there for a while it was great. I'd get them within the first couple days, and then it was like a week later. It's like, okay, and now they won't even take my money. Like
Wow.
I just can't get the website to work. So I started shopping around, and I found a website that seems to get them to me pretty close to release day. So
Nice. That's
yeah,
awesome.
so but I've never tried to be one of those content creator that's like playing the brand new hero on the day it comes out, because I don't even know when they're going to show up. So I was like, I
Right.
don't even bother to try. I'm sitting here playing Wasp, and everybody else has got Wolverine and Storm on their channels. Like, let me show you this cool Wasp deck I made.
I love that. So speaking of, playing people like Wasp, do you play true solo? Do you play two-handed with friends?
99% solo, one handed. Uh, Once in a great while, two handed if I have a crazy idea, but it's great. And I know people love it, and I have nothing against it, but it's so much work. And it's very doable, but it takes longer, it takes up a lot of space. I'm in this very tiny corner. Get Up a Game Studios is this corner of my living room with very little room to move or do anything else. And then I do get to play multiplayer with one of my pastors actually enjoys playing it
Nice.
with me. So I get to hang out with him about once a month and we play. And then I went to Con of Heroes this last year and going again this year. So I don't know, everybody, if you can go to Con of Heroes in May, I know it's right at the end of the school year. There's a lot of teachers that play games. It's unfortunate, but well, it's not unfortunate that there are teachers who play games, but it's unfortunate that it's in May before a lot of people can go. But if you can make it, it's awesome. But yeah, so I got to play a lot of 4-player games there, and that was really cool because I'd never done that before.
Yeah,
So mostly solo, multiplayer when I can.
yeah, very almost exactly the same. Exactly the same. I love playing true solo for all the reasons you gave. I just tried to get a Hulk game in earlier.
Yeah, how'd
I'm
that go?
It did not go well.
I can't believe it.
I'm trying to run through expert all the villains now. So I
Yeah.
even just started with Rhino, and got to put together a better deck.
Now, do you take one hero through all the villains?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
Mix and
Wow.
match. Now I'm just I'm re-going through all the villains on expert now. So
Yeah, because you just finished playing everybody,
I did,
right?
I did. I
Yeah,
just
that's
put.
awesome.
I had the most insane Adam Warlock game. I've had the most insane game I ever had like yesterday. It was
Oh,
so good. I'm just like posting it tomorrow.
I was gonna say I can't wait to watch it.
Oh, it's wild. I like had one health at one point. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's cool.
Um,
I like Adam Warlock. He's really cool. I think he's a little underrated. I
I
think
agree.
he got a lot of spotlight when Wild Tutor came out, and I've said this myself, so I'm speaking to myself here, but I think that made us all kind of be like, well, okay, well now we know how to play Adam Warlock. You play
Right.
Wild Tutor, but you know what? There's got to be other stuff out there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I just took the Wild Tutor deck.
I mean, it's awesome. I love it. I
Right.
love Wild Tutor, but It's like, it's been a long time since I played him. I need to get him out again. He's very cool. I love the whole loop of Mystic Senses and the Battle Mage. It's just so fun doing that stuff.
Right. Like I was like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this. That's
Yeah,
insane.
he's a fun combo. Yeah.
So what's your favorite aspect to play? Do you have a favorite aspect? Oh, did I lose you? Did I lose you?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we're good.
Oh,
We're back.
all right. Woohoo! My favorite is leadership because I love to draw cards, and every other leadership card says draw cards. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm not shy about it. I know it's the most powerful aspect, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but for me, I just think it's a fun way to play. Being able to recycle allies and drawing all those cards is just a good time because then your hero gets to do your cool hero stuff. So
No, yeah.
yeah, not so much a fan, because you play solo, so I'm not loving the aggression. And I know you're supposed to play Justice in solo, and I think I'm just being very stubborn about not playing Justice in solo. Not that leadership is much better, I guess. But so I mostly play leadership and protection. I love protection too.
I love protection. Yeah, I love protection.
It's just has so much stuff going on. Like, it's so different.
Right.
You can say what Justice does, aggression, even leadership. Protection is just like a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Right. I love playing like with strong attack heroes. I love playing like leading blow. It's almost like a free ready. It's great.
Yes. And it's just, I love that risk reward of it. You don't know what you're going to get out of it.
Right.
So yeah, no, that's a super fun card.
Do you have a favorite hero that you like to play?
Well, the thing is, I do. His name is Drax.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he's great. But I retired him a couple months ago on my channel. I'm not allowed to play Drax anymore because I said I wouldn't because I just played him too much.
Got it.
Like, there are so many heroes I've almost never played because instead of playing them, I played Drax for the 874th time. So I retired him. He's done. So now I've been thinking about this a lot because I knew you were going to ask me that. And I finally settled on SP//Ironham, the Miles Morales version.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That whole wave, the Sinister Motives wave, was just incredible.
Yeah.
And I love Ironheart, love Spider-Ham. So it's probably one of those two. With a little bit of Miles Morales and SPDR sprinkled in.
They're all such powerful heroes in just such different ways. Like SPDR, like when you get her set up, done.
And it's incredible how fast you can do it. Like, you draw 4 cards, and by the end of your first turn, you've got 3 upgrades out, and I've already done 7 damage. Right. Like, I started with 4 cards. How is this possible?
Right. She's wild. She's insane.
She's so awesome.
Do you have a favorite villain to play against?
I think Hela. I really like Hela. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings card game, and that, out of all the scenarios, is probably the one that feels the most like, you really feel like you're going on a journey. You've got to get through that first ring, and then the second, the third, and then you're finally down there where she is. And even though it is kind of cheesable, you just hang out in the first part if you want to. You don't have to do that. You can just you want to challenge, you just push through hell as fast as you can and just let her build up. And I think that's a better way to play her because she could be kind of boring if you don't do that. But I still like the story of it, so I try not to let that kind of stuff bother me. I also really, really like the Sinister Six, but I wish it were a little harder. Like, it feels like it's just too easy to keep those guys off the board. And if you can keep them off the board, then they don't do their cool stuff.
And with some heroes, you can just get them off with one hit, right? They have such small health. I think one of them at 7, maybe.
Yeah, Drax loves those guys. He just knocks them down one after another.
Right. Is there your least favorite villain or most difficult? I mean, I know Ronin's the answer.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. I haven't played him since probably the 3rd day after Galaxy's Most Wanted came out, I think was the last time. But I think if I had to pick, it's probably Collector 1.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish it was balanced a little bit better for solo. Like, it's so easy to lose to that collection, and it's like I didn't even do anything, So that's the one I pretty much never ever pull out. And that's pretty good though, because there's only a couple out of all of them that I'm like, I don't really ever want to play those.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like almost that whole Galaxies set, specifically Collector 1, Nebula, and Ronin.
See, I do like Nebula because once in a while she'll actually do what she's supposed to do and give you a good game. And I know she's so random and so much surge, and that ship just gets out of control. But there's something, I love the character. She's one of my favorite characters in the MCU and one of my favorite heroes in the game. So I try to cut her some slack. So, but yeah, Collector 1 and Ronin, they're just right out. I do really like Drang, and Collector 2 is pretty fun, and then Nebula once every 7 games or so. It's a pretty good time.
I remember, I mean, just like you said, I remember one of the first times actually when Galaxy's Most Wanted came out and I played Ronan, he beat me in one turn and then beat
Mhm.
me in two turns. And then I literally stopped playing the game for like 2 months. He broke me. He broke me. I was like,
Yeah.
this is impossible.
Yeah, it's not fun. And I'm sure it's fine now. The card pool has evolved greatly. We have very strong heroes. I just haven't felt like going back. I don't think I've ever actually beaten him.
Mm.
Like I've just never bothered. I'm sure I could if I really wanted to. You could do the whole Star-Lord Hulk thing, just rush him down in 3 turns. Or, I've watched Brian V play Wild Tutor against him, and he gave him a game. Like he actually took his time, built up, was able to
Oh,
control him the whole game, and still won. Like
nice.
you don't have to rush him down, but I just don't want to.
Right. I've only ever beaten him with one character.
Yeah.
I've only ever beaten him with Venom. Venom's my favorite.
Oh, that would be fun. Oh, I love Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
Venom's awesome.
I think when I muster up the energy, I'm going to try my second favorite, Ghost Spider, against him and see what she can
Oh,
do.
okay. Yeah.
So,
That would be an interesting matchup, actually. She's so reactionary, and he comes at you so hard.
right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm gonna have to play him eventually. I'm not I haven't said anything yet, but eventually he's gonna end up on my channel.
Right. We all have to
It's gonna
muster up the
happen.
courage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you'd like to add a hero in, who would you like to see added in and why? And what would be their gimmick?
Right. So I won't take Daredevil because I think a lot of people are gonna say him. And but I'll go in a similar wave. I'm gonna go with Moon Knight. I really, really want to see Moon Knight in the game, and I imagine we will. It kind of depends on what direction they go with Daredevil. Because if they do the whole Defenders thing, we get Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, all them, Colleen Wing. There might not be room for Moon Knight, but if they do Marvel Knights
Mm.
with Moon Knight, Punisher, maybe Ghost Rider, things like that, with Daredevil, then we might get him. And what I hope to see with him is that he has multiple alter egos because of his split personalities, and you're not in control of when you go to it. Like, I don't know how that's going to work if he has cards in his deck, or maybe he has multiple obligations or something
Oh, that'd be
that's
cool.
going to force you to alter ego, but it's going to be a random one. And
That would be really cool.
yeah, I'm all about alter ego in this game. I talk about it all the time on my channel. I absolutely love it. And so the idea of, when he's Moon Knight, he's just Moon Knight. It doesn't matter. But when he goes back to human, you don't know which one he's going to be. I don't know if you've seen the show or
Oh
if
yeah,
you've
of
ever
course.
read
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
comics. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, it's just fascinating. It's so cool.
I love that
So
idea.
seeing that represented in the game, I gotta believe they're gonna do something like that. So also I just couldn't think of how Daredevil was going to work, so I had to pick somebody else.
My answer is always, and they're never going to give me him at this point. I want Eddie Brock Venom. I want Eddie Brock Venom, but I know we're not getting him. But it's okay.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, you never know if the game goes on long enough. Lord of the Rings went on for like 11 years and we started getting heroes. It's like, who is
right?
this?
Here's Michael Smith.
So you never know.
So if you could see a villain, who would you like to see and why? And would they have a specific gimmick?
So what I really, really want to see, I want to say Doctor Doom, but I know we're going to get Doctor Doom. Who I'm afraid we're not going to get because we didn't is Doctor Octopus.
Ah,
Absolutely love Doc Ock, and he's just sort of represented in the Sinister Six scenario, but not as his own villain. So what I desperately, desperately hope to see is that we get a Doctor Octopus scenario pack. And I don't know if you know who Superior Spider-Man is.
very much do.
Yes. Okay. I didn't know if you were a comic reader. Okay. So yeah, I know they've never done this before, but scenario packs are different. They pack all kinds of different things in there. I want to see Dr. Octopus as a villain scenario, and I want a hero deck
Ha ha ha.
for Superior Spider-Man, because that would be so cool.
Oh my god, yeah. That's, oh my god, please go work for them because
Oh,
I want all of that stuff. I want it
yeah.
all.
I really, when they showed Otto, I've always played with Otto every chance I get with Web Warriors. I just love that character. That concept's so awesome. As far as villain, I don't know. He'll have tentacle minions. They'll mess with your tech somehow. I don't know. I'm not a game designer, but I know but what I want is Dr. Octopus as a villain and as a hero.
Oh, that would be so good. I love that. Yeah. I didn't even think about that because he definitely could be either one.
I mean, they've already got him represented as an ally, so clearly they're thinking along those lines.
And I skipped this one, but do you have a favorite campaign or scenario pack?
I think scenario pack. I'm kind of riding the cult of the new here, but absolutely loving Mojo. Mojo is so much fun. Those 3 scenarios are just so different and interesting, and love the modular encounter sets. I just want to put fantasy in every game I play. I want to kill that dragon and draw 4 cards in every game. And somehow twice in my 12 Plays of Christmas, I revealed him as a boost card for positive effects and got that 4 boost. I think one was a preemptive strike and another one was a Wanda had the molecular decay, and I hit the dragon for 4. Oh, it just felt so good.
I love that.
So yeah, that one's Mojo's just awesome. But I mean all of them are good. Wrecking Crew's kind of whatever, but they've just done a great job. I really, really hope we see a lot more of those during
Yeah,
the X-Men wave.
I agree. I agree. Something maybe like, I don't know, like a Dark Phoenix or maybe an Apocalypse. But I agree that Mojo was done so well. I really, really hope they keep going with that.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for new players? Any tips? I know you got a lot of stuff on your channel. Maybe you can just send them there. But anything else?
I was gonna say I don't just want to say watch Get Up and
No,
game,
seriously, you can just say that
but
because you got great stuff there.
oh, I really appreciate that. I do really kind of try to focus on the new players. There's just new people come in all the time, and you see a lot of similar questions. I've been playing these Fantasy Flight card games for a very long time now, and card games in general, and they're just remarkably complex. Like it might not seem like it if you've played these games like this for a lot, but I can't imagine if you've never played a game like this and then trying to wrap your brain around. As far as advice, just take it slow. Just work your way through, get to know the heroes, ask lots of questions online. This community is amazing and everybody is so nice. And even though we've all answered similar questions over and over, it's fine. I love answering rules questions every single day. So
Yeah.
I'm always trying to answer on Facebook, Discord. It's fun. So yeah, just don't be afraid to ask questions, I guess.
That's a great point because even I was playing with my play group. I met, I met 3 other guys on Discord on like the official channel. And we're like, hey, you live in Jersey. Do you want to meet up? And then we ended up meeting up, and we'd be playing a game. Be like, what is this rule? And like we've been playing for a while, so we would go to Discord and just pop a question. So maybe you even answered one for us. But I think you froze again. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do a little jig. I'm gonna see if you come back. Hopefully you didn't freeze for too long. Hopefully you're still there, Josh. Maybe it's just me, just hanging out. I don't know if he's coming back. I hope he comes back. I might have to edit this out. Let's see. So it's just me just sitting here. This is how we kill dead air. So we doing the business, So I have a video game podcast, everybody. If you want to listen to the video game podcast. Well, I hope he comes back. But if not, that was the last question anyway. But I did have one more little thing.
Answer my trivia question, darn it.
Wait. I'm hearing you
Hello?
again. I'm hearing you again.
Am I back?
I think so.
Oh, huzzah.
I can't. You're not moving, but I'll take it.
Oh,
Cool. I'm
but you
so
can't
happy.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, that's something, I guess. Man, you'd think.
That's okay. We
frustrating.
got there. It's fine. I'm so glad. All right. You knew that was coming. I have a trivia question for you.
All right. Yes, I did watch the first one today, so I knew this was happening.
I'm holding a card. All right. Oh, I can see it now. Here we go. So I'm holding a card.
Hey, even better.
The card that I'm holding is, and the way I'm doing this is I'm trying to use cards that we all know, so it's not, that random.
Don't make me look too stupid.
I'm holding a little guy named Nick Fury.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Played him a time or two.
We know him pretty well. So I think this should be fairly okay. All right. So Nick Fury, Josh, my first question for you is, how much health does he have?
He's got 3 health.
Sure does have 3 health. Sure does have 3 health.
Nailed it.
Question number 2. So he has a forced response of 3 different actions, right? How much threat does he remove from the scheme?
Well, I shouldn't know this because I don't think I've ever done it, but he does remove 2 threat from a scheme if you want him to.
Correct. And our final question off the Nick Fury card. What is the resource that he has?
It's mental.
All right. Mental it is.
It's got to be. I love me some Wasp, and I have reshuffled Nick Fury in so many times.
Good job, dude. Good job.
Thank you.
That was great. Yeah, so far everyone's went 2 for 3. And that was great. 3 for 3. Awesome job, man.
Woohoo!
As expected from you. As expected.
Well, you picked one of my favorite cards, so that helps.
Well, if anybody wants to find you, that's Get Up in Games, right, on YouTube.
That's right. Yeah, pretty much right there. I hang out in the Living Card Games Discord. Should be able to find links to that in places where links are found. And yeah, but yeah, just on the channel. I'm hang out in the Facebook group. I'm around.
Great, man. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. This was awesome.
Great, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, take care, buddy.
You too, man.
See ya.